Over half of smokers in the UK say they want to quit, and only 23% of efforts to actually quit smoking are successful. This shows us that behavior change, even when it's desired, is really, really difficult. Lawyers have deeply ingrained working habits, and I'd even go as far as to say that they are addicted to the status quo. I'm therefore going to draw parallels between the behavior change that it takes to give up smoking and the behavior change that it takes to adopt legal technology and ditch old working habits, so that we can draw on the wealth of clinical knowledge and experience and behavior change science that's been developed in that context and see what we can learn about adopting legal technology. This is the trans-theoretical model of behavior change. It sets out 5 stages that anybody seeking to break an addiction goes through. The first stage is pre-contemplation. Here, we're not ready to change yet. We may even see our addictive behavior as a positive thing. Psychologists categorize people into this, in this phase quite often into the 4 R's. The first are the reluctant. I like smoking. It helps me relax. I use Microsoft Word to run my legal transactions. It's perfectly good. I did a huge deal and it got me on the front page of the FT. We have the rebellious. Don't you tell me how to run my legal transaction. I've been doing this for 20 years and I'm perfectly good at it. It's my body, it's my choice. I can do what I like with it. Thank you very much. You do you. We have the resigned. I just don't think quitting's in me. I'm not a techie person, you know. There's people who are, but I keep my contact book as next to my phone. I write down all the numbers. I'm retiring in 3 years' time. You're talking to the wrong person here. Or we have the rationalizing. They've got all the answers. You tell me that 50% of smokers die early. That means 50% of smokers don't. Glass half full. Come on, be positive. What can we do to help these people? Well, psychologists tell us that autonomy is key to achieving behavior change. If people don't want to change or don't fundamentally believe in the reasons for change, they're not going to change. So what we can do is show them a better world. And it might be a client experience argument, an efficiency argument, a work-life balance argument, a go home earlier argument, a junior staff retention argument, whatever it is that that person decides to hook onto in the end. By showing them a better world, we can get a good number to come with us into contemplation. Here, we acknowledge that there's a problem. This is why we start all our training sessions at Legatics with, hello, my name's Anthony, and I'm addicted to Microsoft Word. Don't worry, we don't actually do that. Please keep turning up to training sessions. But it's a really frustrating phase for somebody that's trying to help someone through a change because they recognize that there's a problem, but they're not taking action. They're not doing anything about it. It's the, it came up at the partners meeting and sounds like a really good idea. Don't be disheartened. Be happy that at least we've got into the second stage. These people have made progress. Behavior change science tells us that relatedness is really important, particularly in this phase. In an addiction context, we have support groups. And in a professional context, role modeling is really, really important. We need partners who are using legal technology, not just talking about legal technology. And if we see others who are making a positive change around us, or who have made that positive change, then we've got a really good chance of making that change ourselves too. The next phase is preparation. Here, we've downloaded the app. We've booked our doctor's appointment. We've gone on the intranet. There's a page. It lists all of the legal technology that our firm has been buying for the past 5 years, and we're going to read it. This is a really good phase in which to be spending time. And the research shows that the longer we spend in this phase, the better prepared we are for the rest of our journey, and the more likely we are to ultimately be successful in achieving our desired change. The next phase is action. We're doing it. It's our first time. We're a bit nervous. We've put on our patch. We're going to avoid the venues that we normally smoke in. We're going to open a matter. We're going to click the new matter button. We're going to add the client to it. We're going to do all the things we've learned in our training. And we know that if we get stuck, there's that little button in the top right-hand corner with a question mark on it. And then that gives us a phone number. And we can phone that person. That puts us through to a friendly person 24 hours a day who will have a good understanding of our legal transaction. And if we get stuck, because this is a bumpy journey, we're going to phone them up. We are going to have to draw on all of the tools that we have learned in the preparation phase, remember the reasons why we're doing this in the first place, and if we can do that and do it again and again and have a positive experience, then we will make it to maintenance. Here, we are transformed. We are now 3 times more attractive to potential partners. That's for stopping smoking research. I don't know if anyone's done that for legal technology. That study's probably yet to come out. But we know from that very first meeting with the client what our legal technology journey is likely to be. We know which bits of technology we're probably going to use where, and we have a new status quo. We have a new habit, and we have a new preferred way of doing things. We have made it. It is, however, possible to relapse. Things get stressful. We go out for a beer with some friends that smoke. We've got 6 deals on at the same time, and the trainee who set up the matter last time has now gone and joined the innovation team. We're going to have to go and do it ourselves. It's very easy to reach for old methods of doing things. Psychologists tell us that relapse is common, and it's not something to beat ourselves up about if it happens. We can make progress again, and all we have to do is remember all of the techniques that we used in previous phases and recognize where we now are in the process to keep making progress again and get back to maintenance. At Legatics, we've been using behavior change science for some time to help achieve brilliant levels of legal technology adoption. And I think if there's one thing that I've really learned in that time, it's that this is a deeply human process. And that if we design programs that really talk to people's emotions, and really understand the psychological stages of change that people have to go through to get there, then we're much more likely to be successful in achieving excellent levels of legal technology adoption. We have written a report on this. We've interviewed over 100 lawyers. We've done over 60 workshops with clients, and we've put many, many recommendations into that report. So if this has piqued your interest, feel free to scan the code here or go via our website. The report's free. We recommend you have a read, or do come and see us at the stand. Thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure to be here at Legal Geek. We've seen the conference grow and grow as the legal technology industry has as well, and we have too. So thank you very much.